right, if you've ever had a flood or water that comes into your window well and has come into your basement, like ours does quite often, we usually have a pump that we throw in there when we know the rain's coming, but this time we were out of town, we did not catch it, and subsequently the water has come into our basement again. So we've cleaned up the water as much as we can. Some of it has dried out, but a lot of times it goes into your walls, underneath, that kind of thing, and can create mold. And what you want to do is purchase a dehumidifier, and that is what I have done. We've had other dehumidifiers in the past that just have not done the job, and I have purchased this new one, and I am very excited about it. All right, I have purchased the Sinjeet Power 70. 70 means it holds 70 pints of water, of what it collects. And this thing is very, very easy to use. Press the power button here, shows your current humidity, your current temperature, the fan, and now it's blinking and will start dehumidifying here in a second. But you can change your humidity level here, so I'm actually going to put this at 25% because I actually want it to pull as much water out of the air as I can to reduce the possibility of mold buildup from the water that is currently on my floor. So this machine is super, super cool. You got your filter right here, so air goes in here. You also have a manual drain right here if you really pull the water out yourself and not have the hose that goes to a drain or outside. The water can be also hooked up right here as a hose, which I have going into my utility room. And it actually lifts up about 16.5 feet vertically. So in theory, you could have this hose go straight back outside out your window if you have this unit in your basement. You have your fan right here, so all that's coming out, pulling the water out of the air that is sucking in. It's using refrigerant to do that, and it has an auto defrost feature on here. So really all you have to do, press the power button, choose the desired percentage of humidity that you want to target, and set up your hose to a drain or send it outside and hands-free. This unit is perfect for any basement application, warehouses, commercial buildings. I have it set up here in my basement, but this thing is awesome. I'll show the progression of it pulling the water out of my basement because I have issues with my window wells filling with water, unfortunately. So I'll show you guys the progression. All right, so I also want to point out here that these two lights right here are water low and pump. So I have the automatic drainage set up going to my utility room drain, and then the low water indicates that there is not enough water in there to run the pump, although you can manually purge right here. And when that pump light is blinking, it is actively draining. So there is another light right here that says water high, which indicates that the pump will automatically run and drain out for you automatically. All right, it's been about 6 hours, and a lot of the moisture has already been taken out of the air, and we'll let this go for another 24 hours at least, but already down to 34% on the humidifier. This thing's doing great so far. I did see that it's ran a few times on the pump. See the water in there and pump the water out to the drain. All right, it has been about 16 hours, and the dehumidifier has done a phenomenal job. The blinking light there it's actually defrosting. So like I mentioned earlier, it has the auto defrost detection, and it is defrosting automatically for me. It's at about 34%. That is a pretty low
humidity right now, especially where I'm at. It is very dry out here already, so 34% is very, very low for humidity. And again, water has basically dried up. I'm gonna keep this going for the rest of the day. But overall, this dehumidifier has been phenomenal. Much, much better than my other ones. This thing has been hands-free. I haven't even had to touch it once at all. What a phenomenal product. I highly recommend it.